Okay. All right. Audio looks good on my end. All right. Beautiful. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. And I was gonna say Happy Tuesday, but I don't know. Tuesdays for me is all. Tuesdays for me are always kind of, I don't know, kind of, yeah, that. So, but that's all right. We'll make do. So, we are in Chicago today, Chicago Midway to be exact, and in the 737-800 that PMDG so graciously updated. Oh man, so yeah, we're heading out of Midway today, heading on over to Boston. Hey, Flight Sim, what's going on, bud? Oh man, yeah, heading on over to Boston, and I don't know. I guess everyone, um, guess Chicago decided to show up today, so it's gonna be pretty nice. Actually, see them on board there. Got Chicago Center, Chi-Town Approach, and let's see, O'Hare, of course. I don't think we're gonna have any tower, but yeah, should be looking pretty good as far as coverage is concerned, and as to be expected. Well, I do have some static airplanes here, but it's pretty thick today as far as traffic. So get this up here. Oh man! And once again, guys, let me know if the P3D audio is too low. I can always make adjustments as well. Actually, I'm gonna kick that up a notch there. Woo! All right. All right. That is weird. All right. So adjust that a little bit. Let's double check. All right. All that looks good down there. All right. Cool. So, um, I don't know. I get kind of spoiled with FS Labs with the GSX integration, and being that we don't have that to that extent in the PMDG, we'll just make do here. And looks like they've already given me my clearance. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. All right. So let me get this thing programmed up here. I don't know. I tend to, if I can, I try to import my flight plans. There it makes life a little easier. So we'll go ahead and get that imported. And we've already picked up our PDC from approach, so that's going to be cool. Man, everyone is online today. It's going to be cool. Everyone's online. I'm gonna go ahead and get the flight plan imported. That way, that's one less thing we'll have to deal with. And let me just double check. That is weird. That's very weird. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get my volume in order. Woo! Turn that down a little bit. Weird. Alright, we'll just roll with it. And like I said, if you guys run into any issues, let me know. Alright, so our route today. Let's go ahead and brief that real quick. If I can find my, oh, there you go. Alright, so here's a routing. So midway at the time, the weather was favoring 3-1 center, direct Luke, and then direct, so really no Sid. Just direct Luke, and then from there on to Boston. Looks like the weather's favoring 1-5 right now into Boston, so that won't be too bad. 160 souls on board, about right. 129,000 pounds on 0 fuel weight. Our block fuel will block out at 19.4. Cruise profile at a 5 on the index, and 350 will be the cruise altitude. So that's what we'll be working with today. Weather is fairly decent. Nothing too crazy. Just a few. Well, of course, there's a pretty nasty system south of us, but I think we should be fine in terms of that. Let's see here. Winds. Light. Very, very light. You can look at the barbs here, and yeah, and then we're going to be facing a bit of a crosswind as well, so that's going to be interesting, but yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And our flight number will be Southwest 2155. Alright, and I guess at this point, this is when we'll tune up ATIS and get some weather real quick. All right. All right, give me 1 second here. One second. All right, there we go. Oh, cool. Are you getting a Thrustmaster Airbus pack? No. No, I am inundated with hardware right now, so I'll pass on that. A hard pass on that. All right. Let's see here. Kansas City Center's on. Goodness gracious. How about the honeycomb throttle? Yes. Yes, I will. I am probably going to. By that time, I'm sure something here would have died, so that would be probably the that would be the opportunity for me to go ahead and change some hardware out. So that's what we're gearing up for. Let's see here. Byron, I'm probably getting both. All right. So you guys aren't getting any environment audio. Let me check that real quick, y'all, because that's, yeah. Let me double check something real quick. What in the world is going on? So you guys aren't getting audio from the sim. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Properties. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. Good grief. And that's probably explosively loud. Let me turn it down real quick. Whew. Sorry about that. All right. We're pretty strict about eyesight. I feel like mine's the blurry. As long as it's correctable, man. As long as it's correctable, you should be good. Should be good. All right. Let's see. Was there a donation guy? Man, you know, just to give him a shout out. It's not something I asked for. But you know, when they do, you know, want to try to give them recognition. So, and a lot of times my OBS is quirky, so I don't see it. So, you know, just my way of saying things, because that, once again, that does go to giveaways and stuff like that, which is, I think we may have one coming soon. As in soon, I'm thinking maybe like the next 2 or 3 streams. So I'll keep you guys posted on Discord when we get to that point. So let's see here. All right, finally, Adis. Oh my gosh. Alright, 2-2.
Privilege of departure maintain 213 miles until advised by APC. VFR departure will indicate fire. Two locations and regret of having. Brief runway hold short instructions and altitude assignments. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Delta? Sound like Delta? Hopefully.
Midway Airport radio information 717-530. West 240 at 9.
Alright, 240 at 9. Alright, that's about all I needed to know. Alright, let's see. My goodness, Chicago Center's approach is on. Everybody's on. Alright. We'll go ahead and tune in real quick, and heck, I guess we'll board. Guess we'll go ahead and board. Boarding. There we go. So while they're doing that, we can come over here into our EFB. Alright, so 2-2 is what we should be expecting. Alright, so while they're doing, that should be all set. Alright, so Midway isn't just the biggest airport in the world, so runway length is a hot commodity. So which I normally do this every flight anyway, just because it's so awesome doing the EFB. But what I normally try to do, I normally try to go ahead and get this data entered and get this entered, and that should give us our performance numbers. So go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, copy FMC data. Let's see. Dry. And let's see, winds are 240. 9. Wind H. 2906. Alright, weight and balance. 148.3. Let's see. 148. Okay, and 19.6. Alright, let's go and put that in real quick. Alright, 19.6. Sweet. Alright, thrust rating, we're not gonna do an assumed temp. Then AC on. Alright. Alright, so yeah, no valid assumed temperature. Yeah, thus that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Optimum. I think I put everything in there, I believe.
Delta 2591 contact Chicago Center at 134.87.
Contact Chicago Center 134.87.
I don't think that was giving us anything. Wait a minute, I don't think we're overweight for an assumed temp. I mean, for a standard takeoff. Let's see. Yeah, for an assumed tip, maybe, but not for a standard. Just out of curiosity, let me try flaps 10 and see. Let's see here. Heck no. Planned weight exceeds maximum allowable weight of 146. Well, what do you think, guys? Should we bump passengers? No, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We may roll with it. I think we'll be fine. Alright. So, really no kind of charts to load up at all other than the airport. Taxi procedures. So I'll go ahead and get the airports at least loaded up in here, and then we can work with them from there. Alright, so let's see, 172 loaded so far. Those of you just chiming in, guys, howdy. And seatbelt signs on. Let's see here, may have to it makes life much easier. Hey, what's going on, man? How you been? Alright. 350. 350 there. Let me grab the field elevation. I'm going outside the sim real quick. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. New subscriber. Did I see a new subscriber? Hey, what's going on, my friend? Thanks so much for the subscription. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome to the circus. At some point, when I stop being lazy, I'm trying to find some circus music or something. Oh man, but no, man, definitely, seriously, though, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. APU is on. That looks good there. All right, everything looks good up top. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Thank you. Send me that PM there. Delta Tango Romeo. Man, definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. We'll see how this goes here. Alright, so what's our altitude limit? Maintain 250. Let's see, climb via SID. Alright, maintain. Okay. Alright, so we're holding 3,000. We're holding 3,000. Sweet. Alright. And we'll go ahead and finish this off here. Boarding's completed. We'll go ahead and finish this off. Which, this is pretty nice from PMDG. You can go ahead and just import everything in there. Flight time today. I can answer that question here, sir. Let's see. Flight time. We are looking at, drum roll please, about hour and 56 minutes there. So about 2 hours. Let's go ahead and say about 2 hours. So that's what we'll be looking at. All right. So, and of course, GSX is gonna bug me to close my doors. I'm gonna close them. I'm telling you guys, you get spoiled with FS Labs because it handles the doors and everything for you. It definitely spoils you. Alright, 2.3 on reserves. And as we breathe, cost index of 5. Alright, get that in there. Cruise winds, probably a gentle breeze. Alright, that's not too bad. 341 at 49. That's not horrible. Not horrible. Alright, execute that. Alright, so as I mentioned, we're in Midway, right? So runway is extremely important. So we're not going to derate anything. It'll be just full toga. So we're not derating anything on this departure. Let's see. So CG is at 19.5, 19.5, and okay. And I normally come in here and go ahead and put the winds as well. It makes me feel good. So that's what I do. And yep, takeoff speeds deleted. Oh ho 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 ho. Alright, so that looks good. And let's see, flaps up 149.
Chicago departure 2285, passing 1,500 feet.
Alright, and yeah, I think we are...
Approach Maple 507 with 11,200 for 9,000.
We are ready to go.
2285 Chicago departure, proceed right, request your radar contact, proceed right, Mike decline, maintain 15,000.
Alright.
Roger, sir, direct Mike P, going to 15,000, 2285, thank you.
Alright, and what do they say about push and start? I do need to see.
Chicago approach.
Alright, you do not need
10,800 for 9,000.
Alright.
Maple 507, Chicago approach, good afternoon. Expect vectors for the ILS from a 27 left approach.
Alright, let's see, got that in there.
27 left.
Hydraulics on.
28 right.
I'll leave the packs off for right now.
Maple 507, I can give you the visual 28 center if you'd like that.
Alright, everything else looks good. Satisfied with it. Beacon light on.
Roger, expect the visual 28 center approach.
Alright.
Visual 28 center approach. Maple 507.
Man, it's packed. Alright. I normally just kind of back up here and double check, make sure everything's clear in the rear. Hey, Laser, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Alright, guys, looks like we are clear in the rear. So, we'll go ahead and push. Actually, before we do that, I am going to dial in Chicago Center. Did I just hit 200? No way. I don't have like the little balloons or anything, but man, appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. A big 200. Holy cow. Holy smokes. That is crazy. That is crazy. Alright. Sweet. That is too cool.
Turn left heading 180, descend and maintain 6.
Alright, 220. This is the runway heading. Alright, let's go ahead and push.
I'm sorry, I put other in the box. Can you repeat that last transmission? Maple 507, turn to left heading 180, descend and maintain 6,000.
Oh, GSX. Why?
6,000 left.
Not GSX, PMDG. I'm telling you, you get, if you guys don't have the FS Labs Airbus, it will spoil you. Alright, disconnect and remove. Alright, beautiful.
92385, contacting Congress Center at 134.87.
Not too bad out today.
92285,
Vegas. Oh man. I know, dude. I know, right? 200. Whoop, whoop. Holy cow. It's crazy. Crazy. But, you know, once again, you know, I hate to get all sentimental on you guys, but definitely, once again, definitely appreciate your y'all support, man. It is not about me, it's all about y'all. So, alright, let's go ahead and release brakes here. Alright, looks like we're clear to go. Alright, so packs off, got bleed air on. Let's see, fuel pumps on there. Alright, let's go ahead and roll number 2. There's N2 coming up there. Alright, I'll wait about 22% there. We'll go ahead and bring in fuel right there. I'm gonna unsubscribe and take you under. No, man, don't do me like that, bud. Don't do me like that, man. Oh, man. But yeah, you know, once again, guys, definitely appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Alright, we'll go ahead and set parking brakes. And I'll go ahead and fire up that center pump. Alright, confirm start there. We'll go ahead and roll 1. And let's go ahead and connect. Alright, so got good power up here. We'll go ahead and connect number 2 generator. Alright, 16%. About 21, 22. There's 22. See that start valve still loping there. That should close up here shortly. Alright, beautiful. That's clear, right, it's clear. Where are you at? Oh, you're right there. Alright. Alright, so while he's doing this thing, we'll go ahead and finish up our after start flow. Get some air conditioning on. And packs off there. See if I can do this. Let's see, alright. Alright, there is my yaw damper.
Maple 507 Airport Tier 2 o'clock, 2:25.
And we'll put this in outcell. Climb via SID.
Field inside 4000 L2 Maple 507.
Flaps 5. Brakes RTO. And we get this notification here, and that's totally fine. We'll go ahead and get that lined out. Let's set our trim to 5 degrees nose up. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, y'all, but it's not. That's not too bad. We're actually done. So we'll give who's on approach a call.
Misty with the rain, but I believe.
Yeah, we'll give approach a call.
507 Roger. Clear visual approach runway 28 center. Clear visual approach 28 center and Maple 507.
Let's see. All right. And approach, good afternoon, Southwest 2155 at Midway, ready for taxi. And we got Delta on board.
Southwest 2155, Chicago departure, squawk 3205 to no Charlie.
Alright. Let's see, 3, 2. Of course, I forget that. 05, there we go. Alright. Now we're ready.
Southwest 2155, thanks on 922 left, taxi via Tango Papa Yankee.
Tango Papa Yankee for 2155. Alright, so basically Tango, Papa, and then Yankee, so we'll follow that around.
Maple 5,
alright.
If you need the local address, just let me know. I still have visuals.
What to do in Northwest? Yeah, I know, man. I know. Let's see. Zebo X-Plane 11 versus PMDG 7. PMDG and P3D. Man. You know what? Ultimately, you bring up a really good point, and once we get up to cruising altitude, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Won't forget you, my friend. All right, taxi. Let's see here. Alright, so here's Tango up ahead. VORs are on, so that looks good. Alright. Alright, here's Tango, so we'll make a left right here. Fortunately, with Midway being so small, at least the taxi times won't be insane. That's always good.
Now we definitely have field and runway in sight. Maple 507, thanks, contact Chicago Tower, Christian O'Hare Tower 120.2.
Alright.
Have a good day. O'Hare Tower, have a good day, Maple 507.
Alright, so we'll make a right up here. So confusing if you don't have charts. Holy smokes. It is so confusing. Alright, so just to go ahead and kind of brief the takeoff. So when we apply takeoff power, We're going to hold the brakes to about 40%. Once we hit 40%, we'll release the brakes there, and he's probably going to give us runway heading initially, since we're not on a published departure. We're just going direct to a fix, so we'll see what happens here. Alright, so we're on Yankee there. It's always promising. And we're going to take full length. If we're a light, or if we're a 737-700, 7-8, then I might entertain maybe what's that, Quebec or something like that. But yeah, we're going to be full length.
Southwest 2155, fly heading 220 wind 240 and 9 runway 22 left, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff 22. Runway heading, clear takeoff 22 left for 2055. Alright, so he gave us clearance. We'll go ahead and head up right here. Alright, landing lights on, ignition on, strobe lights on. Caught me off guard. I hate when they do that. Wasn't ready. That's fine. Yeah, even this is going to be kind of sketchy, but we might be able to pull this off. Yeah, we are going to need every bit we can get. Alright, get myself set up here. Alright guys, take off. We'll bring the power up to 40%, hold the brakes. Alright, release the brakes there. And takeoff power set. Engine instruments and limits, airspeed alive. Hey, nuts right there. Positive air climb gear up. What do you say, runway heading?
2155, radar contact, altitude passing.
Out of 1.1 for 2155.
Southwest 2155, turn left heading 0905, maintain 15,000.
090 15,000 for Southwest 2155. Alright. Alright, so lots going on, y'all. Lots going on. We'll get it worked out here. So to the left 090 and 15,000 feet. And all the while flying the airplane. Alright, there's 150 dialed in there, 090 on the heading. So we're just gonna fly the flight director. Alright, start working out these flaps here. I'm going up to flaps 2. Alright, flaps 1.
Southwest 2155, proceed direct to Lukey.
Direct Lukey for 2155. Alright, flaps up. So he said direct to Lukey. Let's do, alright. LNAV. Yeah, we're picking up airspeed, so she wants to pitch on us. That's alright. That's alright. We'll trim there. Alright. Alright, so flaps up, gears up. Everything's looking good there. I'm going to leave the autopilot on for right now. What we'll do, we'll fly up to 10,000 feet. And then I'll let the, we'll give it to the autopilot and go from there. But right now, I mean, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Might get a little weather here. I'm just getting my radar on. Yep, a little bit of weather there.
2155, contact Chicago Center on 134.87.
Let's see. Wait for 87 for 2155. Alright, now we actually might need that. Alright, yes, I was right. Alright. Center, good afternoon, Southwest 2155 with you out of 8,000 for 1 to 5,000.
Southwest 2155, Chicago Center, resume normal speed, climate take follow 220.
Normal speed 220 for 2155.
Southwest 2155, today is going to be area to moderate to severe, straight 12 o'clock and about 1-2 miles of velocity, deviate.
That's affirmative there. We got it on the scope. Can 2155 get, can we get a deviation to the left about 20 degrees of us?
Hey, Southwest 2155, left deviation 20 degrees course, approve advise and clear the weather.
We'll give you a call when clear for 2155. Yeah, lots of weather, so let's go ahead and we're going to hold off on the seatbelt signs, but we will go ahead and make sure our landing lights are up. And we'll set this up 220. So yeah, we're picking up a lot of returns on our radar. So we're going to see if we can cut around it. I think if we can at least get around it there, I think we'll be fine. And then we can continue on our routing. He may give us direct something else. But yeah, you can see got some convective activity there, and yeah, it's definitely got a few sails popping up, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, looking good, y'all. Looking good. See if we can just sneak us an outside shot real quick. That's so cool. A little wing flex action going on. All right. Yeah, Midway, y'all. Midway is very busy. Very busy. And considering I only missed putting in the transponder code is a win. So oh man. But that's not us. But yeah, that's when like crew resource management helps out tremendously. I mean, you got someone handling your radios, things like that, and you know, so I mean, you know, imagine trying to do this in real life. So
733.
all right, got a master there. That's probably for our center pump. We'll go ahead and turn it off.
To join the Ernie 6 arrival.
We'll normally get that when they get close to becoming empty.
134.8.
Letter E. Let's see, that plane has all kinds of gadgets.
2010 message departure.
Yeah, man, this thing is awesome.
134.
This thing's awesome.
Squawking 3245 institution.
This thing is awesome.
073. Your readback is correct. Circling 25 left.
The EFB is huge in terms of, you know, situational awareness and things like that. Performance planning. I mean, you name it, it does it. Really, really nice piece of software there. That's weird, y'all. Why is there's a London flight service station just popped up? That's weird. Really strange. All right, we'll go ahead and turn off the ignition. Oh man. All right. So you can kind of see we're starting to skirt around those sails. So we'll just keep doing our thing there. And there's transition altitude, 2992 in the altimeter. Let's see here. We'll keep skirting around there.
Southwest 2155, contact Chicago Center 121.27, is that negative 88?
2127 for 2155 today, sir. Alright, we'll go, let's see here. Give center a ring. Let's see, what do you say? 21275. Yeah, alright. Give it a few moments, a little bit of a pause. Alright, there we go. Center, good afternoon, Southwest 2155 with you at 200 for 220, and we're on deviation for weather.
Southwest 2155, Chicago Center, contact level 3501, able to proceed direct EVO.
Up to 350 and direct EVO for 2155. Let's see.
Yeah, if you still need to deviate 2155, that's not a problem, just let me know when you're able to direct EVO.
That's from the 2155. We're starting to make our way back on course. We'll give coloring shortly. Alright, 320. I think we can go ahead and put in the EVO right now. Let's go ahead and put it in and see what happens before I confirm it. Yeah, be alright. We'll be alright. Center Southwest 2155, direct EVO.
Alright, thanks.
Alright. Woo! Alright, so. Oh man, super busy. Alright, so Zebo X-Plane 11 versus PMDG 737. I don't know. I guess the first thing is the platform. I think that has a lot to do with the feature set and what's offered. And I say that, because there are some things that you can do in X-Plane 11 that you simply cannot do in P3D. From flight dynamics to, modeling, things like that, like the full-blown cabins that we see in a lot of X-Plane add-ons. I mean, you get that in P3D, but it's a trade-off. Now, with version 5, that convolutes things a little bit, right? Because you got DirectX 12, which changes the way things are rendered. So we may start seeing, those full feature 3D models. So it's really difficult for me to compare which one's better, right? And I've mentioned this in past streams. I think X-Plane 11 has some things to offer, as well as P3D has some things to offer. But I will say this: when I am in X-Plane 11 and I have a hankering to fly to take out the 737, I'm in Zebo. We can pretty much all agree that Zebo is the best 737, out there. I think we pretty much agree with that, right? But to favor one or the other is it's difficult. It's a good question, but it's a difficult question because, we have to take into the account the multiple platforms that we're dealing with. And I've mentioned this as well, especially like flight dynamics and things like that. The 737 feels more slippery in the air, if that's a thing. And X-Plane 11, it feels more natural, right? And I've always read that about, about the 7.3 is that, it can be a difficult airplane to slow down, especially like landing in Midway, where the runways are, fairly short. You get that sensation, and to me, it adds it adds to the immersion. So, you know, I think that's, I think that's really, I think that is really what sets it apart is, because, it's because of the platform that's on. But, if I'm in P3D version, P3D version 5, and I want to fly a 737, I'll jump on, I'll jump in PMDG. I like it. There's some things I don't know that I think they could improve on. And sometimes I get the feeling, and I could be wrong, but sometimes I get the feeling some features aren't added, not because they can't, but because, they just don't want to. Or, they don't think that we feel that it's important. And I don't know. That's what I get from it. Reading some of the forum posts and things like that. Now, it can be difficult to take things out of context, but reading some of the forum posts, like for example, I say years ago, but when the NGXU first released to P3D, everyone was kind of wondering, okay, what does it look like in terms of, GSX compatibility? And, it was one of those things they were like, well, we reached out and, they didn't get back to us or something like that. So, basically the heck with it. That's what I felt. And, thanks for likes, guys, by the way. And, it kind of has you feeling. Okay, that's nice. It kind of has you feeling some type of way because it's like, okay, so FS Labs has this.
Excuse me, to the star or just down 240.
That's nice. Okay. FS Labs has, the really good GSX integration for those of us who own it. And, all these other things that build upon the immersion factor. And I don't know. But like I said, that's not taking anything away from the aircraft. It's a very solid airplane. But, I don't know. Sometimes I feel that at times developers can become complacent. And, I think that could be a situation, we're looking at here. So, Zebo versus PMDG. Okay. So, I think Zebo's much more responsive to the community. That's the big plus for Zebo. Look at the upgrades, right? We're getting upgrades for the Zebo like every other day, literally. Okay, so that's I think that in itself is what makes Zebo so strong in the community. On top of, they pretty much transformed this default 737 to something completely different. So that's that would be one big pro. The con would be for me just the fact that it is freeware. It's unfortunate that I don't think they have the budget as like PMDG does. So like this thing, for example, if they had the budget that a developer like PMDG has, like what more could they accomplish, right? I can't help to think about that. And which let's talk about PMDG for a moment. Very, very big developer. It's been in the community for years. And, as I was mentioning, sometimes I just kind of feel that, the concerns from the community, sometimes I don't feel that they're heard, but that's just me. And Zebo is free and everything works exactly. That's a huge plus. Me personally, I donated just for the simple fact of the amount of time I'm sure was you know, was involved in making Zebo what it is. So, I mean, definitely shout out to Zebo for that one. But yeah, I mean, you're exactly right, Ultimate. I mean, everything works. It's like when I jump into 7.3 and X-Plane, I have no issues, you know. Even in Vulcan, even with Vulcan on, with X-Pilot rolling and everything like that, I have no problems with it, none at all. So, you know, going over the PMDG.
2155, leaving Space, Cleveland Center, offline race service terminated. Have a good flight.
That's us. All right. Off to Unicom for Southwest 2155. Have a good day, sir. All right. So let's go ahead and dial in 22.8. And I missed it. Yep, I missed it. All right. There we go. Back on Unicom. Sweet. All right. So yeah, he clears up to 320. We're gonna come on up to. We're going to come on up to 3.5. There we go. Alright, I should be able to click that at some point. Let's see. Back. There we go. Hey man, what's going on, my friend? But yeah, I totally agree with you, man. You know, it's much less stressful. I know sometimes to get this thing prepped is a little bit of a pain. But as far as the problems here, I really don't have a whole lot in the PMDG. The only issue we've been running into is lighting, which they kind of told us when they initially released it for version 5. If you read below under his post, he mentions that they're still fighting lighting problems, but I mean, P3D version 5 is fighting lighting issues. So, I mean, I don't really fault him for that, right? But, you know, I mean, it was also like $140 some odd or something crazy like that, and you know, it tends to come up on the pricey side. Whereas, you know, jump over to Zebo, it's free. And I mean, I'm not ashamed to recommend it, you know, especially there's, you know, a lot of simmers I run into, you know, they're like, you know, I'm just getting started in the flight simulation. Like, what do you recommend? I would recommend, just like being new into flight sim, I would probably recommend X-Plane 11, to being honest. And I say that, you're like, well, Stalker, why do you say that? Well, I say that because it's a little cheaper to get in. I mean, so, okay, you buy P3D version 5, right? Well, dang, we gotta have weather, right? So you gotta have weather, so you get Active Sky, and then you immediately have to get Orbix Global. Then you immediately have to get Orbix Open LC and Orbix Vector. And if your trees look like trash, you gotta get you gotta get Trees HD. All right, so we're what, a couple $100 already? All right, then let's go to the airplane. So, you know, all right, so. Well, you know, airplanes is kind of neck and neck with people. Let's go to the scenery. All right, so let's say, you know, DFW is your home airport. All right, so I got to buy FS Dream Team's DFW. All right, so then I got to go see if I want to go somewhere and not look at default scene. I mean, you see what I'm getting at? So, I mean, you could be well into it. I've lost count on how much money I've spent on P3D. I mean, it's just not lying. That's sad to say, but. You know, X-Plane 11, you know, load up X-Plane, you know, you want orthos, hey, Ortho XP, mesh scenery, get you some mesh scenery, and, you know, and the scenery scene is very active in X-Plane, right? So, you know, 9 times out of 10, even your out-of-the-box X-Plane experience is probably going to be a hair better, just on the simple fact that, you know, developers and authors they're always updating, you know, scenery via web. So you probably got a leg up on P3D already, you know. And now, yeah, you can go in there and get little knickknacks in here and there. And, you know, if you want an airliner, I mean, of course, pretty much, I'm willing to bet if someone went in there, hey, guys, I'm new to X-Plane, what commercial airliner should I get? Zebo 737. Bam, you got you a high-fidelity 737, darn near as good as PMDG. As good as PMDG, because I mean a lot of the like the hydraulics, physics, and stuff like that. I mean that's cool, but the majority of the simmers, they just want a solid experience, and I mean Zibo offers that. Like even the like little details, like passengers, the wing flaps when when your landing flaps are set, the vibration you get from the you get on the trailing edge flap. So I mean all those little things kind of add up, and it's you can get a decent experience for a relatively small price. That's what I'm saying. But there are some things, like for example me, I'm just not a fan of the weather in X-Plane. I'm just not. I guess Sky Max, roll, weather connector, all that, and it's just, I don't know, it just does not do it for me. Seasons is kind of nice. It's not a big deal for me, but yeah, it's kind of nice to have seasons. So I mean, those are the things that, and then I'll say this, looking past Zibo 737, I don't feel the fidelity of add-ons are as high as what you tend to find in P3D, which coincides with the fact that P3D is a little more expensive. So a lot of these developers, like, let's say if you want an MD80 will run you about $90, something like that, from Fly the Mad Dog X. You got this for $130, something like that. And let's see, what else is there? Oh, FS Labs. I mean, FS Labs isn't cheap either. So I mean, you have some really high fidelity core aircraft. Now it looks as if that's subject to change. It's looking pretty nice over in the X-Plane community, which I think that's cool. But I mean, there's some, like for example, the Flight Factor 757, I think is good, but I think it could be way better. I know it's old. I mean, I was one of the first ones that bought it, but like the whole virtual flight attendant thing, I would not be mad if someone just jumped in there and just deleted that whole thing, because I don't know, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about, those of you who had experience with the Zibo, not Zibo, but Flight Factor 757. Man, nothing going on as far as weather. Glad we passed all that though. That's crazy. So yeah, I mean that's the main reason why I use both, just for that very reason. Because both have some things to offer there. So I'm off my soapbox, guys. I'm off my soapbox, y'all. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they could all, use, some improving, and some improvement at times. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. 589 miles, 258 across the ground. Not bad. So right now we're like a little over an hour. That's what we're looking at. Should be too bad here. Let's see here. Sorry, y'all. Double checking Discord real quick. Which I should totally have it up. Alright, cool. Alright. but yeah, you know, I mean, I think it's, I don't know. I think it's a really good time to be in the sim community, though. I will say that. I mean, there's been so many new developments. It's been insane. You know, with 2020 coming out, you know, X-Plane, you know, they're steadily coming out with new releases. You know, even Lockheed Martin isn't, you know, hadn't been sleeping. It seems like with version 5, they're doing some things themselves. So. No, it's looking pretty good, y'all. It's looking pretty good. You know, I don't feel that the industry is as stagnant as it once was several years back, which I'm very, very thankful for. You know, I really am. Especially, you know, when Microsoft initially pulled out years ago. I mean, it was, you know, there were a lot of us concerned, but, you know, I mean, shout out to Laminar and, you know, and all those other developers who, you know, dived in there and, you know, continue to, you know, invest in the industry. You know, I think that goes a long way. I think that's why we're at the point that we're at now, because, you know, it's like Microsoft, I could just assume at the board meeting, you know, a few years back, you know, Microsoft's like, you know, it's like this industry isn't as dead as we thought. So, you know, that may have been the driving force into, you know, revitalizing Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, could very well be, you know. So, yeah, I'm really, really thankful for that. I mean, there's always space sims, I guess, but, you know, there's always Elite Dangerous, but, you know, or Star Citizen, depending on your flavor. But I don't know. Let's see. Check out a few views here. Really slick looking model. I have True Sky off at the moment. It is not on because the clouds just look weird to me. Yeah, they just look really weird. I love the shading on True Sky, but just not. Ah, okay. That's why I did that. Catch it. I was like, why is it stuttering? And yeah, there's some weather there ahead of us, but I think we should be well past it. Look at those tops, though. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I love the way True Sky looks. I love the shading. But I don't like the way it does the clouds, and I really hope they work on that. If they can get the clouds lined out, like True Sky will never turn off for me. I mean, because even like stability-wise, it runs pretty good. I haven't had any problems. I've read that, you know, a lot of simmers have. So once again, hopefully, you know, 5.1, I guess they get that resolved. They get stability issues resolved, and they work on the clouds. It's just, I don't know, they don't do it for me. But everything else, like the atmospheric effects, are spot on. I mean, I even seen I think Reshade just released a version that, you know, does the shaders, but I really don't want to run an additional plugin into P3D. I just really don't want to do it. really don't want to do it. So I don't know, y'all. We shall see how it goes. The good news is, at least it seems as if my overlay is working. That's a huge plus. I was a little concerned about that because Sim Toolkit updated. When did they update? And I think it was like over the weekend. Sim Toolkit did a bunch of updates and broke some things, and then added features, broke some more things, and then they came back and seemed to have fixed everything for me. So it's looking pretty nice now. Don't seem to have as many issues. Let's zoom out. I'm sure my audio probably sounds weird. I just had to change. That's strange though, how Chicago's never on. That's the funny thing about it. Chicago is hardly ever on. That was cool. That was a cool experience. I think we may pass that, y'all. I think we'll clear that. Oh man. Video. What the heck is that? Oh, I forgot. That's the flight deck camera or whatever that they got. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. I've honestly have used that maybe once. Maybe once. Maybe once. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, what are my frames now? So of course we're cruising and nothing's going on, but I'm getting about, I don't know, 30-ish, 40 frames a second. But I mean, of course we're over water and nothing really nothing to try to render, but it's, I mean, even like in the terminal area, it's still pretty decent. Still pretty decent. So far, I'll say that. I'll say that. Music on here. If I can find it. I have way too many applications, and it's sad because the majority of them is for flight sim. Oh man, I need to do something about that. I really do. Really do. Alright, so what are we looking like? Actually, I do want to test something real quick. Let's go. It's under. Forgot where it's at. Oh, here we go. Wind request. I wonder if that works. Now, mind you, I think I've had the 737 installed. I don't know. Like 2 days, so I haven't had the opportunity to test a lot of the features. So, yeah, bear with me on that one, y'all. Alright, let's keep that. Got you. Alright, so let's, I guess while we're at it, let's take a look. So we'll be taking the J-Fun 2 arrival. Arrival into Boston, guys. I'm gonna do one more thing here. Let's see. There we go. I just had to bring that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so let's see. J-Fun 2. And I'm not gonna load the runway in just yet. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to load one. Better load one in real quick. Those of you who are just chiming in, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, let's see what we're... I think 1-5 right. If I'm not mistaken. 1-5 right. There we go. Alright. Alright, so there's 1-5 there. Let's take a look here. J-Fun 2. This brings in traffic from over the Great Lakes. Alright, so Ponst. Alright, above 240. Above 210. Speed restriction there. Alright, what are we transitioning off of? So let's go ahead and, I guess, guys, for kicks, what we can do, we'll go ahead, we'll put in 1-5 right. Let's put in 1-5 right, and I want to say Ponce will be the transition, yeah. Alright, so we'll put that in there, and I'm not going to worry with it. Not right now, at least. We'll probably get vectored anyway. Alright. Okay, let's make sure we make sure we ain't weather. Alright, so 7,000. Well, I don't think we'll be taking watch you though. No descent path after base. Alright. Base, J-Fund, Vodka. What? Yep, okay, never mind. So we're taking watch you, Adams. Alright. Alright. Then we'll probably get vectored on from there. That's the plan at least. We'll see what happens. Boston Center is on as of right now, so we'll as we get closer, we'll tune into them, and we'll get some services. Man, it's packed in Boston. Holy smokes! Yeah, they're departing. Oh, never mind. Looks like they're departing 2-2. So we might be taking 2-2, which that may change. Alright, welcome, 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 y'all. How's it going? Drill down a little bit. I say Zebo. You think so? Yeah, I mean, you know, Zebo could be, you know, I mean, now if we're just looking at the actual model, yeah, I mean Zebo. But, you know, at the same time, you know, we also have to consider the platform, you know. So, you know, I think that's, you know, when we make that statement, you know, we just have to be mindful that, you know, okay, well, there's certain things that, you know, are easily accomplished in X-Plane 11 that aren't in P3D. But yeah, I mean, you know, just looking at it pound for pound, you know, I would probably say Zebo. Probably say Zebo. You know, like just, you know, X-Plane 11 aside, yeah. Yep. But, you know, as I said, you know, if I'm in P3D, you know, I'm very satisfied with PMDG's offering. I'm hoping they, you know, they put a little more work into it. Seems like they will. I agree. I have no clue what I'm talking about. Well, you know, I mean, it's funny you mention that, Art, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of simmers do say that. You know, I think, you know, I have both, and I think Zeebo's better. And, you know, looking at it, you know, looking at it from, you know, in terms of your overall experience, you're probably right. You know, but feature set, you know, it's tight. It's you know, it's PMDG simulates a lot of things that aren't necessarily seen. You know, like they do a lot of, you know, parameter type features. So, you know, for example, engine oil use, depending on where the sun's facing, determines on how the aircraft heats and things, you know, and things that we never see. And braking action, things like that. You know, if that's your thing, you know, cool. So I mean, I give him that, but you know, the majority, you know, the majority of simmers, that's, I mean, a lot of them really don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, a lot of them just don't. You know, they're looking for the experience. That's what most of us. I mean, that's what I'm looking for a lot of the times. I mean, you know, it's cool. You know, oh, my, you know, oil pressure's, you know, a few psi lower than the other, or, you know, my hydraulics and things like that. You know, I mean, it's cool. But, you know, at the same time, you know, it's all about the experience. But yeah, Art, if you're not familiar with Zeebo, so AKRacing 11 comes with a 737. They come with one of these out of the box. They come with a 737. It's not very good out of the box, but it's a 737. So there is a developer, and I can't think of the guy's name, and if I guess it, I'm going to screw it up. But they Zeebo. And so he comes in and basically keeps the model relatively the same, but he adds things, does a bunch of tweaks and things like that, and has it to a point to where there's a lot of real world 737 pilots who stream it, you know, and it seems as if, you know, just by looking, it seems as if, you know, a lot of the things that they explain, you know, during their everyday workflows, you know, are able to be done in sim, you know, which says a lot. I think Flight.2 Sim's one of them or something like that. Says a lot. And they offer it for free. I mean, of course, they accept donations, so that's cool. But I mean, free? Why not? I mean, why the heck not? Whereas, you know, over, like, for example, let me prime example. All right, so let me go here and pull up the website here. And I'm not bashing PMDG. Thanks for the like, by the way. Really do appreciate it. Not bashing PMDG at all, in terms of, you know, in terms of fidelity and everything like that. I mean, they are the bee's knees. So, but if I was to buy the 737 NGXU, let's see here. If I was to buy a shot, I'm on the page, by the way, so it's gonna... Let's see. Right, so I can find it here. Let's see. $99. That's what you'll be looking for. I mean, that's what you'll be looking at. $99 for. That's just for the 800 and 900. So you, of course, you know, you're gonna want to buy at least the 700, but you know they throw 600 in there as well. So they got the 600 and the 700. They throw that into the loop as well, and so $1.19, $1.24, nah, about $1.20. That's what you'll be looking at for PMDG. Now we don't have. I don't think I've seen a good 737. You know what? I take that back. There is a 737-700 next plane that's. I think it. Man, it's the ultimate, something like that. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I'm kind of curious. I need to check him out actually. But yeah. You know, I don't know. To me, it was just always hard to compare them. But you know, once again, you know, if we're looking at it, you know, from experience, you know, what's the most exhilarating to fly? I would probably say Zebo. All right, so as we were talking, looks like we've run into a touch of weather. Let's see. Let's see if I can do an offset. I don't know if I can. Heck, I don't even remember. RT offset. Let's see. Let's do 9 miles right. Start waypoint. Let's see. J. I don't know if I can see that. And the waypoint. Layla. Thanks. Alright. Unable. Okay. Alright. Actually, let's see. What if I can delete that? I wonder if I can delete that. It's probably not going to let me. I need to see if I can start it now. There we go. Actually, let's go. Let's go 20 to the right. Kind of doing this on the fly, y'all, so bear with me. Alright. So, what I did, I know you're going to yell at me. I know. So what I did is, I put in an offset. So we're on our route, kind of, sort of, maybe, but we just offset our route by 20 miles to get around some weather, and that's normally what you would use it for. Most of the heavy drivers I know have never used it. Some of them, after they get out of the ground, they forget it's there. Hey, what's going on, John? How you doing, my friend? How's it going, bud? But yeah, that's what that's there for. So that's what we're doing there. We're flying an offset. So we'll come out a little bit, 20 miles, and we'll take her on back in. Oh, good, awesome, man. Good to hear. Are you working on a flight right now? 4.5. Version 5. Man, I'm pretty good. Figured out how to squeeze in a quick stream. Wasn't a whole lot going on, so figured I'd squeeze in. Yeah, but performance is meh. Yeah. Those clouds look better. Yeah, so I turned off True Sky, my friend. I can't do that blob of To remove my PMDG, CFG. Ah, okay. So just completely remove it and let it rebuild, or I'll try that when I land. Yeah, it's, man, I just couldn't do it. Finally. Yeah, I turned it off, man. Like I said, I could not do it. Could not do it. I mean, I like the shading, John. Like, I like the, you know, the look of it, but and my clouds. And I'm right there with you. I like good looking clouds. And if I could have the same, I guess, shade that you would get in True Sky, but have like these clouds or something like that, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. But I think they still have a ways to go. So I think I'll roll with this right now. If I just, you know, want to get a screenshot or something, I may turn it back on. I mean, it's just a mouse click, and it, you know, it loads pretty quick. It's not like Vulkan, to where, you know, you got to completely come out of the sim, come back into it. It's a win. It's a win. There you go. You know, so yeah, I'm not too concerned about it, my friend. I'm just gonna, you know, roll with it without True Sky and right now, and go from there. Hopefully we see an update, because I'm seeing the clouds there. I'm like, whoa, man, I'm going back to 4.5. I know. Yeah, this is actually yeah, this is actually version 5, so where's the Hamburglar? Man, I have no idea, man. I have no idea. No idea where he's at. I hadn't been, you know, it's funny, I hadn't been to McDonald's in forever. I don't have more. There's no SDK. Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe at some point Lockheed Martin puts one out, hopefully. I think at this point, so things will have to be built around for it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a shame though, because I like the direction that they were going. It's just, no, yeah, I love the direction they were going. Maybe it's not Lockheed's product. Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah, that's right. Isn't it like a third party or something that does True Sky? Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. And this is the first time I've used this offset function in like a decade. Yep. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's a shame. Man, it's a shame because it looks so good. Especially like towards the evenings, it looks just beautiful. And then, you know, you're just awed by, you know, the coloration, and then you see the clouds, and it's like, Oh, these are just the active sky cloud art, I think. Yeah, these are just active sky cloud art. Yeah, I'm really impressed with these. I had Justice Delivered. What? Spamming War. Oh, don't pay any attention to my bot, John. Don't pay any attention to it, man. He almost got fired, so he's a little angry right now. Just don't pay me attention. But but yeah, I used REX. Man, this had to been like back FXX. That was the last time I've used REX, and as soon as Hi-Fi Sim dropped this, dropped the live plugin for clouds, Oh, who almost got fired? Exactly. Exactly. Well, I was finally able to tweak it a little bit so it's not as aggressive. I'm not fine. No, I'm not either, man. I'm not either. It was just so heavy on my system. I'm just like, I'm thinking like, my goodness, there has to be a better way. There's like, has to be a better way. And yeah, shout out to Hi-Fi Sim for those, man, because I am, I'm thoroughly impressed, and the frames are good. The frames are good. All right, we'll be finished. We'll be finishing up our offset here and heading back on Wayla. Don't like the variations of clouds either. No, I don't. I don't think there is any, John. Like, I was last night. I did a little short flight, and there were some thunderstorms. I was at Dulles, and there's a few thunderstorms, and like, it's painful that only part works. Exactly. But and I was like, well, for kicks, I'll turn on True Sky. So I turned it on, and it was terrible. Like, it reminded me a lot of it reminded me of X-Plane's default clouds. I was not impressed at the least, but so yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really hoping now. I think I mentioned it yesterday, but I heard a Reshade released for version 5. I've been debating on loading it up, but I was kind of with Michael when he mentioned not wanting to run an additional plugin. Then just going, yeah, man, send me a screenshot and take a look at it. Let me take a look at it. But yeah, I was definitely. But I did see St. Elmo's fire for the first time in the FS Labs A319. It was so cool. Chris is making one, but I'm not a fan of Reshade either. Yeah, man, that's like another plugin I gotta deal with. I'm not ready for that. Not right now. Maybe if they say, we're completely done with doing anything else with True Sky or something like that, we're just going to abandon it or whatever, maybe I'll entertain the idea of, running Reshade again. But that was one of the reasons why I got away from 4.5. Was just for that. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know, man. It's one of those things, and it's really, I don't know, subjective, I guess you could say. What looks good to me may not look good for someone else. So, I've heard people say that True Sky looks horrible. And that's a very valid argument. Especially everybody's perception of color is different. It's just one of those things. But, I would say the general consensus is, I don't know. But no one else really mentions the clouds. That's the funny part. Like, no one else really mentions it. I guess they like them. I guess this is one of those things. But, man, thanks for the like, though, by the way. Definitely appreciate the likes. So, I don't know. Let's see. It looks like... so I got some more weather here. Let's see. Let's change. Let's offset this to Lux, I think. Yeah. Lima, Oscar, Echo. Lima, Oscar, X-ray, Echo. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna keep this offset in. For that. There are some places where it looks really good. Is that no one? Yep, that's a very, very valid point. Yeah, no one posed crap pics, so that's also true. That's also true. There are some places where, yeah, And I think, you know, we all kind of go out there and load it up looking for, you know, because there were a few spots. I was looking at some screenshots of reshade, and I'm thinking, you know, that looks really good. But then it's like the reality hits me. It's like, oh wait, you know, I gotta download it. Then I got, yeah, man. And then, you know, when Lockheed does update version 5, you know, then we gotta deal with that. No, nope. So it's craziness, my friend. It is absolute craziness. I was actually yesterday, I was trying to find some Toronto, not Pearson, the other airfield where all the Saabs go in, where all the Porter, not Saabs, all the Porter Q400s fly into. Oh, what the heck is that airfield? Let's see here. See if I can find it now. Oh, Toronto City. That's it. Billy Bishop. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, and I have yet to find a decent version, because I've been wanting to take the Q400 out. I took it out for like an hour one day, but never really had the opportunity to run like full trips in it. But I did run into a weird problem when I landed in Seattle, and as soon as I touched down, crash, like literally crash. It wasn't my sim, but excuse me, it was like I hit something. So, and I had that before. Possibly after I land, yeah. Let me know how it works out for you, because like I said, I was landing in Seattle in the dash the other day, and you know, it's like I hit an object, and I crashed. So, and I double checked my scenery. I even loaded up a different aircraft, and you know, did a high-speed taxi down the runway. Didn't hit anything. So I don't know. And you know, like I said, I had the same issue with the dash when I, you know, did the when I ported it over into version 5, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check it out. Dive a little deeper into it to see what the issue was. Enough crash detection. Yeah, no, I hate doing that. I'm gonna have to though, especially. I remember you mentioned that as well when I was at I wouldn't crash because I had the setting up. That's true. Yeah. I think I have it. No, I had it off of 4.5. I'm sorry. P3D has some invisible. Gotcha. Okay. So that may have been it. That you know, that could have been it, because it was, you know, I landed and it was like, I mean, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like I smacked the runway or anything. I mean, I was less than 200 feet per minute, and from FX Tech days. Gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna have to load that up there, and I'm gonna have to turn that off, because it can be very, very frustrating. I tagged you in FB group. Cool, man. I'm gonna check it out here. I just got to tune up Boston Center. Boston. PBS PBR is this. Oh man. Let me take a look here. Take a look at this PBR awesomeness. Let's see here. Whoa. Looks like it. Yeah, that was the first thing I looked at. Whoa. First thing I noticed, man, that looks really good. That looks really good. Holy cow. Yeah, that's one thing about it. You know, once you kind of find that sweet spot, and man, looks so good. Looks so good. Let's see. While I'm over here, add another pick. Let's see. Let's see how close we are. Alright, a lot. We're actually about to be hitting Boston Center here. Alright, let me if I didn't break this down. Okay. Whew, alright. Whew. Crisis averted. Alright, let me
License and say again.
wow.
Wow.
Cool, man. We'll see you in a bit, bud. See you in a bit. Alright, let's see here.
United 960, climb and maintain level 390. Climb and maintain level 390, United 960 heavy.
Tentative 56 for United 1202, I still don't understand.
Alright.
876, wind 200 at 11, 192 to left, clear to land.
Clear to land to your left of 80.
Coming down. Wow, they're way.
1021 to maintain 6,000.
Alright.
Exit 721 to maintain 6,000.
6,000, Victor, 721.
Alright, let me go.
1202, the altimeter 3009er.
Let's see here.
Roger, altimeter 3009, thank you very much, United 1202.
Nav data. Let's see here. Looking for Syracuse.
Right now 13 Echo, cross Calverton at and maintain 1 at 2,000, 250 knots. Speed Kennedy altimeter 3011.
Alright.
Custom Calverton at and maintaining 1 2000, 250
Just real quick. 17. Dial this in here.
71, just verifying. Did I give you the heading, or are you just turning based on your FMC? It's on the FMC, sir. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
For that, the discontinuity, you want it in there because they were all set to fly the track until vectored in. So.
Oh man, they're having problems.
Work, but in the future, make sure to leave that discontinuity.
Alright, man, those of you just coming in, guys. What's going on?
On the local line.
Right, Channel 190 for localization, 3751.
Alright.
United 1202, 50 cents.
Yeah, so the two, when you get the crossing restriction, you can descend at your own discretion to meet it.
Alright, see if we can give Boston a holler.
Roger, United 1202.
Delta 310, contact Washington Center, 133.72. Have a good day.
337 to Delta 10, thank you.
Number 5235, X-ray to center, maintain 3,000.
Give them a little bit.
And then descent 21 flighting 360, vector is dialed. Question is vector is visual approach runway 17.
Give that back to one more time, 721.
360.
060, that's 721. And we'll check the vectors for the visual 17.
Just verifying 360.
Third time the charm, 360.
It happens, man. It happens.
Wayne, clear ILS, running 2 south approach. Southwest 371, over Wayne, cleared ILS, running 2 south approach. Cleared ILS, 22 left approach, 3751. Delta 310, contact
Man, he's busy.
Washington Center, 133.72. Have a good day.
He is busy. you heard anything. Alright.
Southwest 3751, contact Boston Tower, 128.8. Have a good day.
One two eight eight 3751.
Alright. Center, good afternoon. Southwest 2155 with you. 350, we're about 60 to the south of Syracuse VRR.
Southwest 2155, Boston Center, good afternoon. Radar contact, maintain follow 350.
350 for Southwest 2155. Well, just, I'll be advised, Center, we're also on a 20-mile offset there due to the weather.
Southwest 2155, no problem. When able, direct Monsta and advise.
We'll give you a call direct Musta for 2155.
Right now, 13 Echo, contact New York approach, 128.12. Have a good day.
New York approach 128.12, 13 Echo.
Man.
05 X-ray, turn right heading 1 and 30.
Let's see.
Left 130, 05
Got some weather here as well.
Correction, Nick. 130, 05 X-ray.
Is it just at 21 to 17, 4,000?
17, 4,000.
We might, I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. So that's our end point there.
5205 X-ray, descend and maintain 2,000.
3,000 for 2,000, 05 X-ray.
Missouri 76, turn right at Mike 1, and then hold short of Mike.
Looking on Mike 1 and 1 short on Mike, Missouri 76.
Alright, we'll go ahead and let's see. Actually,
Thank you, turn left onto Mike, and then right onto Bravo.
Left Mike, right on Bravo, Missouri 76.
Steering 2155, direct Monster.
So 2155, thank you.
Alright. Woo, we're getting really close. Alright, let's go ahead and, yeah, we're getting super close. Alright, let's get our charts back up. Get our charts back up.
Descend 21 to 17, 2,500.
2,500, Victor 721.
Is it descend 21? Yeah, the airport is set back.
Alright, Monster direct 240.
Field site 721.
Is it descend 21, clear visual approach, running 17?
Quick visual approach from my 17 at 357.
Alright.
Missouri 876, contact ground 121.9er. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. 121.9, Azul 876.
So tower's online there.
Boston, Kilo Sierra Alpha.
Thank you, Golf. Question Charlie Golf, Kilo Sierra Alpha, advise manager information, Kilo, expecting ILS running 22 left approach.
We have Kilo and expecting 22 left. Kilo Sierra Alpha.
Number 5205 X-ray, turn right heading 1 and 0, join the localizer.
190, join the localizer, 05 X-ray.
Tower is 128. 128.80. Alright. Alright, cool. We'll roll with that. Alright. So yeah, I don't even think I explained
Number
what
5205 X-ray, 4 miles from...
I don't think I explained what I did earlier. So what I did earlier, I just went to nav data menu, and this is where you go and like search different. So like for example, we can put in DFW here, and it'll give us excuse me.
Average 2558, leaving by airspace, Moncton's closed, radar service.
You know, just general information on the how to navigate or airport or waypoint, whatever. So just a little.
Is that just 721, wind 20010, and 17, clear to land.
Alright, we'll go ahead and turn this off.
721.
United 1202, contact New York approach 128.12. Have a good day.
Alright. 128.12 for United 1202. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Ticket number 5205 X-ray, not sure if your connection dropped out. Let's vector you back around. Turn left heading 0980.
That guy's going to work. He is going to work.
Southwest 128, descendant Boston Scotia, maintain 15,000, the Portland altimeter 3014. Yeah, the 15,000, Southwest 128.
Probably gonna start vectoring us down here in a minute.
Southwest 2711, leaving my airspace, Cleveland's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good day.
Alright. Cool. Oh, as want to double check there's no weirdness going on in our in our arrival. Alright. I guess I got some traffic up ahead on TCAS, 1,000 foot above us though, shouldn't be a factor.
Pacific 3181 Boston Center, squawk 4732.
Man, I can't hear that guy at all.
205 X-ray, turn left heading 360.
360 on the heading. I hear everyone to the left.
Can't hear that guy at all.
3181 radar contact 3, Christian 200 miles east of Elmira, maintain follow 350.
Alright, so actually I need ATIS as well. Might be still quite a ways out though.
3181, what? I have you going to Stella, but then I have Boston as your destination. Is Boston your destination or Bradley?
3181, we're going to Boston. We don't have a sorry. If you have one in mind,
Man, I can't hear that guy.
Clear direct to Ponset, Papa Oscar, November Charlie Tango, and then the J Fund 2 arrival.
Alright, so we got him on the J Fund as well.
7181, clear direct Ponset, Papa Oscar, November Charlie Tango, and then
Okay, I
the
think
J
we got
Fund
everything we
2 arrival.
need. Alright. Actually, I do need this.
Be back, correct, thanks.
Let me go back over here. Alright, that's what we need there. Okay, so the localizer is 110. 1070.
Second Center, American 1239, with you, flight level 4000.
American 1239, Boston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Flight level 14,000, American 1239.
November 5205 X-ray, turn left heading 270.
Alright, that's right. So we got a nav 1 tuned for,
05 X-ray.
tuned up for the ILS. That's what we're trying to do.
Jet
There.
1039, leaving my airspace. New York is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
149.
What do you come, Jet 1039 now?
Meow. Charlie Golf Kilo Sierra Alpha, descend and maintain 1 and 0,000. The Boston altimeter 3013.
Alright.
Charlie Golf Kilo Sierra Alpha, descend and maintain 1 and 0,000. Boston altimeter 3013.
10,000, Kilo Sierra. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Kilo Sierra Alpha.
United 1239, climb and maintain level 380.
I'm waiting for that clearance because we're getting pretty close here, so
I'm sorry, American 1239, climb and maintain level 380.
China maintain flight level 280, American 1239.
hold off a little bit.
Number 5205 X-ray, turn left heading 250, join the localizer.
P3Dv5, join the localizer, 05
Aircraft there
1021, welcome to Manchester, left turn when able, and then hotel.
below us.
Have a good day.
Left turn at Hotel Golden Victor, set 721, we'll see you in bed.
Boston Center, JetBlue 1003.
So 1003 Boston Center, say altitude.
JetBlue 1003, passing 3000.
So 1003, thanks, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, JetBlue 1003.
All right, so we are brief the approach, pretty much 15 right, which once again is tentative. I'm thinking it may end up being 22.
Number 5205 X-ray 6 miles from Vocus, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS running 2 south approach.
Okay, until established.
Let's go ahead and get ATIS.
Clear for localizer, alright, 22. 05 X-ray, thanks,
Let's see, VHF 3.
Southwest 2155, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, to Boston altimeter 3013.
127, up 135.
Center Skyhawk, correction, CDM 1290, PCR on the ground, that's all up.
Okay, 129, West Boston Center, hello, stand by. Southwest 2155, Boston Center.
I'll go ahead for 2155.
Southwest 2155, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, to Boston altimeter 3013.
Down via the J-Fund 2, 23. We'll look for runway 22 for 2155.
So, thanks, let me know when you have Kilo, expect the ILS runway 22 left approach. JetBlue 1003, climb and maintain follow 220.
Alright.
Flying flight level 220, JetBlue 1003.
Flight call Kilo Sierra Alpha, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000, Kilo Sierra Alpha.
Alright, so 22.
Skog, descend and maintain 1,000.
That changes some things there.
Scott at 1,000. Southwest 120 west.
Even 129 Whiskey Sierra, go ahead.
We got the weather at Norway, we got to pick up the above flight flying to Nantucket to 5,500.
ILS 22 left.
Number 129 Whiskey Sierra, squawk 4704, you ready to taxi now?
4704 on the front of the 90.
Arrival, of course.
Even 1 Whiskey, question 2 and 9 Whiskey Sierra, runway 17, taxi via Alpha, cross 210.
170 Alpha Cross 109 Whiskey Sierra.
Alright.
Number 5205,
This is real
X-ray at
quick.
the airport.
Alright, there we go. Unable to rate, that's fine.
Not sure. I think the voice isn't coming in again. I think there's a connection issue. If you can hear me, just type yes if you can see the airport.
Alright, so should be ready to go here.
Delta 1355, contact Washington Center 133.72. Have a good day.
I'd like to pick up a little ATIS. Alright, and oh, I need to do this too. Need to
So it's on the 777, leave airspace, Cleveland's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Lieutenant 777 to Unicom, thank you, have a good day, bye.
Delta 1355, Washington
Alright.
Center 133.72.
13372, Delta 1355.
see if we can get some ATIS here at some point.
301
Yeah. I think I missed them when I
United 301 Boston Center, squawk 4752.
had my radios.
So 4752, United 301.
Alright, what is that? 3500?
17, we're going to be disconnecting here. We're going to do some stuff, so thanks to the ATC and I'll see you next time.
Yes, no problem. Have a good
Two
day.
right. All aircraft read by call shows instructions and to
And 301 radar contact 124 miles west of
in the Boston
Honda,
area and
maintain
in the
call
vicinity of
350.
Logan Airport.
Maintain call
Advise on initial contact. You have information pure.
Alright.
Boston Center, level 448.
Southwest 120, go ahead.
Can we just get the updated wind?
Oh yeah, the wind now is 20010 gust 16, so runway 29 should work. Did you say you want the ILS or the visual?
I'm going to take the ILS just to be safe.
Man, they're busy.
Southwest 120, roger, flight present heading, descend and maintain 5,000, vectors ILS runway 29 approach.
Fly present heading and the altitude again.
5,000.
Alright, 110.3. Alright, so this one's 10.3.
Central Lima, current at Boston altimeter 3012.
Alright, should be starting that descent here. Where's our first constraint? Let's see. First constraint. I believe is.
Center, 9 Whiskey 2, hold the short of 17 with it.
Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here.
There, 129 Whiskey, Sierra, roger. Remain for now.
Hey guys, what's going on?
17 on a 17, clear to take off.
Or as you just jumped in there, welcome. Alright, so there's Autumn. Zoom in, let's drill down here just a little bit. Alright, so Autumn there, we need to be below 120. I'm gonna go ahead and dial that in there. I think we should hit everything else.
Pacific 5739, contact Washington Center 133.72. Have a good day.
13372, Pacific 5739.
Ooh, alright. Yeah, I don't fly up here often, so some of the routing's a little new, but not too crazy. Alright, so should be looking at seats there, so we should be fine up here. 240. Bro, we'll be in Boston at some time. Really? How cool is that?
128 to maintain 3,000.
Yeah, I actually went up to Boston.
There, 129 Whiskey, Sierra, radar contact.
Went up to Boston. It's been, well, you know, the whole Rona thing, but Boston was like maybe 3-4 months ago for work, and it was really nice.
FedEx 3181 descend.
It was still fairly chilly as well, but
Runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter 3012.
so much history there. It was insane. Like every building you touched was, you know,
Thank you. Advise that information. Lima, expect the ILS 22 plus approach.
over 100 years old. Some of them even older than that, you know, but as we visited, I think it was like the nation's oldest bar or something like that. It was really cool. Really cool.
Down to 4,000, vectors clear, 22 left. Kilo 0.
Alright, what 305.
2,500.
2,500, Southwest 128.
There. I hope so. Exactly. Yeah, things are pretty hot right now. I'd love to go back and visit, man, but just not right now. Not right now. Maybe at some point. All right, looking pretty good. Out of 2.9 there.
Alpha from that heading, join the localizer.
Alright, so we're looking at
Kilo 0.
looking at 22 left. Alright, so there's 22 left there. And the way we're set up, it looks as if we're going to come towards the south of the field, and then kind of a downwind situation there. But then again, I don't know how center is going to vector us, or what we're going to be up against, because it looks as if they're fairly busy, which isn't surprising. I mean, every day on Vatsim, Boston Center's on. They are like clockwork up there. It is insane. Insane. Alright, so the information is Kilo in Boston. To make sure I remember that. On the ground, main problems communication. On the airplane, so to for your help. Come check it out. Alright, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, Pilot Edge. That's a whole nother animal. I don't know. I'm just not. It sounds awesome, and if I was, I don't know. I don't know. Just a whole subscription thing. Which, I mean, heck, I think these guys should have some sort of, I don't know, like donation plate or something. But
maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS running 2 left the brook.
If I was, I don't know,
Kilo
training for something or whatever, I could probably see that. Especially the fact that they're continuously on, but they're not as widely available as, like, for example, Vatsim is. So I don't know, maybe if they spread their wings a little bit, no pun intended, maybe a little, I don't know, maybe interested at some point. Because it would be nice to, like, for example, Addison, is a fairly busy field in Texas, to get some ATC service there. A few other airports I think it'd be pretty nice, but I don't know. I heard good things about it, though. I heard really good things about Pilot Edge. Alright, so we're crossing here at 250. Just above. Actually, let's go ahead and set a hard limit here, because I don't know. Let's go ahead and bug in 240. Please go to JFK after Boston. Let's see. Hold on me.
Southwest 128, turn left heading 310.
Alright, yeah, barely.
310, Southwest 128.
Let's see. Alright. Go back into. Alright. Now we're set for 210. Alright. Please go to JFK after Boston. There's.
So it's 128.
That's not a
5 miles from Sappy.
Let's see, ultimate. Man, actually, yeah, that I would love to go. I probably can't go today, unfortunately. I have a previous engagement, but I'll tell you what, man, we'll schedule it like for our next P3D stream. We'll schedule it heading to Boston. I mean, not Boston, JFK, and we'll have some fun up there. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I think the last time I've been in the New York area was we took a flight up to LaGuardia, and that was eventful. That was a group flight, actually. That was really fun. Really fun. Alright, let's see. Alright, Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and
July Golf Kilo Sierra Alpha, contact Tower 128.8. Have a good day.
speed up here.
Great job as always, sir. Kilo Sierra Alpha.
We're gonna manually fly some of these constraints.
Gravity 178, flight level 340.
Getting a steep descent after seats. Alright.
Gravity 178, Boston Center, squawk 4712.
Alright, 150.
4712, gravity 178.
Alright, so for 17,000. Unable, that's fine, I'm not worried about that.
So 10-3, just double check you're joining the arrival. Looks like you're just kind of flying straight out now.
Jumping 10-3, we're joining the arrival. Had a bit of a disconnect there.
Roger, thank you. Southwest 128, wind 20010, gust 16, runway 29 for the line.
Alright, so just to double check there, we got, let's see.
Gravity 178, radar contact over
Our ILS frequency is in steep descent after seats.
Double 10-3, cross Calverton at
Yep, I know.
1 and 2,250 knots. Kennedy altimeter 3009er.
Let's see here.
Can you repeat for Jeffy 10-03?
So 10-03, cross Calverton, which is Charlie at and maintain 2,250 knots. Kennedy altimeter 3009er.
Cross Calverton, 1-2,250 knots.
Alright.
Altimeter 3009er, Jeffy 10-03.
United 301, descend via the J-Fund to arrival, runway 22 left.
Actually, what time is it?
3012.
Ah, dang. I was hoping, like, well, maybe I could squeeze JFK into that.
United 301.
That random thought. I was like, I might be able to do it. So that call sign is Danish. Look out on the frequency. Ah, gotcha, man. I'll be looking for you, my friend. I'll be looking for you. Too cool. That is too cool.
Central Coast 7 just for 2 minutes past the break.
That is awesome. But yes, my friend, I'll definitely be looking out for you. All right, let's see. All right, so that's we're set 17,000. Let's go ahead and hit that constraint down into autumn, and I think our floor is 11,110. Let's see if we can hit that. Might have to throw in a little speed brake on that one though. We'll see. We shall see. Where's autumn? At 270. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw out the kitchen sink there. Actually, I'll do 240. It's a decent speed to start out with. Alright, it's transition altitude. Message.
Boston, Danish 180.
I can shave a little bit off there.
Danish 180 Boston Center. He said he'll be right back.
I might not make that one. We might make it. There's 13. We'll go ahead and set up our auto brake at least.
And 7's back. 7-420, welcome to Portland, Alpha to the gate. Have a good day. Alpha gate, yeah.
Alright, looking, there's 12,000. There's 12, where are you at 12? Alright, there's 12,000 there. Let's see if we can get up under it. 270, got him. Got him. Alright, let's see what's here. What's our next one? Alright, gotta get below 10,000. We gotta slow down, y'all. Gotta slow down. Alright, but we're on the right track though. We're slowly bleeding down, slowly losing airspeed there, so that's a good sign. We'll go ahead and set up for 8,000. Alright, see if we can get up under that. There's 10. Man, they cut you no slack on this arrival, y'all. Holy smokes. They cut you no slack on this arrival. Alright. So we do need to double check what is our... Check our minimums. Alright, 216. 12 4. Alright.
Center, American 69, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud there, help me.
Thanks, just checking.
216 there. Alright guys, getting pretty close looks like.
Number 129 Whiskey Sierra, enter right base, meow, runway 24.
Right base for 249 Whiskey Sierra.
Alright, 216.
Gravity
Found it.
178, I have a slight change of route when you're ready to copy.
Alright, we'll put landing lights on pulse. Leave the
Ready to copy Gravity 178.
engine ignition on for off for right now. Seatbelt signs are on.
Gravity 178, clear direct to Valerie, Victor Alpha Lima Romeo Echo, and then the Harp 3 arrival.
Alright, Harris, where we need to be at Harris. Alright.
Valerie in the after Harp 3 arrival, Gravity 178.
Feedback, right, thank you.
Alright, 6,000 is our next constraint. I'm going to start whittling down our airspeed as well. Alright, looking good, looking good. Left. Alright, tower frequency is already entered. Alright, speed brakes there.
Mag, can we go 280?
American 69 unable to answer, 220 is the highest I can give you.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, looks like we'll hit 6,000 just in time. Alright. He's probably going to be vectoring us here in a second.
Southwest 3155, contact me out Boston approach 133.0. Have a good day.
Let's see, 131, let's see. 330 for 2155 condition.
Dive 3181, contact Boston approach
Oh, and these
133.0.
approaches on.
Number 129, Whiskey Sierra, Nantucket wind, meow 16012, runway 24, clear the line.
Okay.
Runway 24, clear the land on Whiskey Sierra, meow.
Approach Southwest 2155 with you, level 6,000.
That's 2155, flip the switch 330.
Should be on 330. Why am I not on 330? Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh man, let's see here. Take an Airbus. And approach Southwest 2155 with you, level 6,000.
Southwest 155 off the first and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000 for 2155.
FedEx 3181 heavy, turn left heading 100, back to the final, gonna maintain 6,000.
Alright, brakes off. Spoilers now.
FedEx 3181 heavy, heading 100, and maintain 6,000.
100.
And FedEx 3181 heavy, I'm not sure if you can change it right now, but your microphone volume is really, really quiet. Any chance you can maybe increase that in your pilot client?
3181, I'll get on it.
Alright. And then tower is 28. 28. Yeah. Alright, get these guys in there. 28.8, sweet. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hit that ignition. Continuance both sides.
Radio check, how do you read?
Much better, thank you for that, Brian. I appreciate that.
3181, thanks for that, I appreciate it.
Yeah, Southwest 2155, turn right heading 120. Southwest 2155, turn right heading 120.
120 for 2155. Alright. Come down here. Let's keep an eye on that speed. These dash 800s, they are slippery animals, so we're gonna try to keep our speed under control. The limit, I believe the restriction said 210, but we're gonna start slowing up here into our approach speed.
Southwest 2155, turn right heading 1980, and just have a local on here.
Left 190, oh, right 190, and now you're still localizer 2155. Alright, it's 190, VF armed, and flaps 2. Alright, looking good, all set. Pressurization's good. Alright, approach mode is armed. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can catch. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, okay, so we're going to intercept. Gotcha. Alright. That was weird. My PFD here was a little slow on the draw.
Heavy, maintain 210 knots for left, and descend and maintain 4,000.
That's very strange.
210 on the speed and down to 4,000 for 3181.
Southwest plan 35. Yeah, the localizer looks like you're delaying away from it there.
Just not catching localizer, sir, for a 2155.
75, thanks. 5 miles from Wayne, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Clear ash runway 22 left of edge, maintain 210 knots 4, greater until left.
Hold 210, maintain 3,000 to establish for 2155. Alright, so that means best possible speed. So we're going to speed up here to speed up here to 210. That was very, very strange. Let's see, of course, 215 there.
75, maintain 17 knots or greater to focus.
Say again for 2155?
Southwest 2135, maintain 170 knots or greater to focus.
170 for 2155.
FedEx 3181 heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
Alright.
3,000, 3181.
Alright, there's the
KMDW5, contact Boston Tower 128.
plus up there, get down. Goodness gracious.
55, Boston Tower 128.8.
20 point for 2055, good.
At 20.
Let's see. Tower, Southwest 2155 with you, ILS 22 left.
Southwest 2155, Boston Tower with 2012, like 22 left, clear land.
Clear lane 22 left, 2055. Alright, flats 5 there. Alright, 145. Alright, flaps 10. Ooh, speed brake is armed. Alright, flaps 15. Alright, flaps 25. I'm gonna be right here in the limit, y'all. But we had to push it. Alright, ground's 21.9. Alright. Alright. Out of controls. Back to square one. Landing rate 241. Oh, my friend, we'll see. Let's see. 241, too bad, man. Want a good positive contact on the ground. That is not bad at all. A little trim here. They're a little trimmed. We're at 145 there. Stabilized approach. Gear down. Auto brake set.
89 Boston Tower, wind 2012, 2 direct lift, sir.
Let's take up 228, just 389.
Alright. Alright, looking pretty decent here. I'm on visual. Come down a little bit, get that 3-degree glide path. Excellent. Alright guys, gonna try to shoot for the TDZ. Alright.
100. 50. 30.
Alright.
10.
I'll roll out here. Alright. First is engaged. I'm probably gonna blow past that high speed exit, but that's fine. Man, my frames, holy cow. My frames took a dump.
JetBlue 389 sliding 140.
Heading 140.
Alright, see if we can catch this exit real quick.
JetBlue 389 contact, Boston, northbound traffic light.
Tentative 389.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and see if we can take this
Tower
exit here.
3181 with you on the local weather for 22 left.
FedEx 3181 Boston Tower, wind 21012, runway 22 off, clear line.
Winds 21012, clear to 22 left.
Southwest 2155, exit right enable, taxi to parking via Bravo, contact ground.
Via Bravo, ground point now for 2055 today.
Good.
Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and jump on the ground here. And we'll hit this whole short point and we'll
Boston ground, JetBlue 1089, information Lima off Charlie 14, ready to taxi.
man.
Stand by.
Alright.
Boston ground, should make 11 short of Bravo, ready for taxi to the active. We'd like to see the pattern.
Let's see, where are we at? Mike.
Everyone stand by. I'll call you back.
Alright, gotcha, guy. Oh my gosh. We're at Mike 1. Alright.
Kilo Sierra Alpha, runway 22 right at Quebec, taxi via Bravo, Quebec.
Runway 22 right at Quebec, taxi via Bravo in Quebec, and we have the test on the site. We can follow him for Kilo Sierra Alpha.
Alright. Background southwest 2155 at Mike 1, taxi to the gate.
Southwest 2155, Boston ground, hello, taxi via left Mike, Bravo, left on Mike, Bravo, Echo to the gate. Have a good day.
Left Mike, Bravo, Echo to the gate, 2155 today. Alright, y'all, let's get out of here.
1089, runway 22 right.
Alright, get the airplane cleaned up here.
Runway 15 right, hold short, runway 15 left, no delay, please.
Okay, runway 22 right, taxi.
Oh my gosh, my frames. Wow.
15 left, taxi without delay, JetBlue 1089.
Woo! My frames.
Pilatus, Kilo Sierra Alpha, give way to the JetBlue Airbus at November.
Alright.
Alright, we'll give way to the JetBlue Airbus on November for Kilo Sierra Alpha.
That is insane. Alright, and right. I'll make a right here on Bravo. Y'all, I apologize for these frames. It was not doing this,
Boston ground,
it was not doing this earlier.
same way to push back.
Delta 3459, push back on
Woo!
at your discretion, advise bus 7 ready to taxi.
This may be my new Latin VFR comparison. Oh my goodness.
Air Force One, short of Bravo,
Alright.
VFR, traffic pattern, if you can
Alright,
accommodate.
let's go ahead and get this, get that turned. Oh, look at that.
Stand by.
Oh my gosh, it is a slideshow. Oh man, 6 frames. What? What? How many aircraft are here? Holy smokes, what? Am I missing something? It's hilarious because I was getting a solid.
Air Force One, runway.
I was pulling down a solid 40.
Bravo, November,
yesterday.
cross runway 15 right, hold short, runway 15 left. Negative, stand by, I'll get your clearance.
Roger.
Oh man.
JetBlue 1189, cross runway 15 left on November, monitor tower 128.8, good day. Was that for JetBlue 1089? Affirm, JetBlue 1089, cross runway 15 left on November, monitor
my
tower
gosh.
128.8. Cross 15 left November, monitor tower, JetBlue 1089. Charlie Golf Kilo Sierra Alpha, monitor tower 128.8, or rather contact tower 128.8, good day.
Alright, so there's
Tower, thanks very much for your help, sir. Have a great day. Kilo Sierra Alpha.
aircraft. There's aircraft just getting on there.
And ground FedEx 3181 ready for taxi to a cargo work.
Holy smokes.
FedEx 3181, Boston ground,
I feel
hello.
like I'm watching a
Taxi via Echo, hold short of runway 22 right.
Charlie Chaplin slideshow or something. Let's see,
Echo.
what do you say? Echo. Alright, that's Kilo there. Alright. Echo to the ramp. There we go. Alright. Guys, we were going to find the first available. First available gate there, and
Air Force One, say aircraft type.
we'll call it.
We are a C-130 Air Force One.
Tired of
Air Force
working
One,
at C-130, are you kidding me?
Hey, budget cuts.
Stand by.
Budget cuts.
Air Force One, we're gonna change planes if you need us to.
I don't care, but yeah, do whatever.
Budget cuts.
Air Force One, clear out of the Boston class Bravo airspace, maintain VFR, error below 2000, departure frequency 128.8, squawk 1334.
Oh my goodness. What a slideshow. At least it looks good. At least it looks
Yeah.
What? Yeah, respect your clearance.
good. What?
Sorry, wrong pushback, Roger.
What?
Oh my gosh.
1334 Air Force One.
Air Force One, respect correct. Advise ready to taxi.
Ready to taxi Air Force One.
Air Force One, Squad Mod Charlie.
We're squawking Charlie Air Force One. And by the way, we're at 172 Skyhawk right now.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Oh man.
3181, hold up tower 22 right.
Oh my goodness.
1 second.
Boston ground, number 90752, Charlie.
Y'all look at this slideshow.
FedEx 3181, cross runway 22 right on
bad,
Echo, taxi to the South Cargo via Echo Alpha Kilo. Have a good day.
Oh my gosh.
3181, we're going to cross 22 right and we're going to do Echo
Oh
Alpha
my
Kilo
gosh.
today.
This is worse than a B-rated movie. Oh my gosh.
Air Force One.
Not knocking all B-rated movies, by the way. There are some that are really
cross
good.
runway 15 right, hold short.
But yeah, we're gonna park here, guys. and
15
we're
Bravo
gonna-
November, cross 15 right, hold short 15 left, Air
I
Force
feel
One.
like I don't know. But my monitor is going to melt here with the.
Crossing ground, November
lack of
9752, Charlie's a Piper Warrior at the signature ramp.
Oh man, as much as I would have loved to sit here and hear this guy, I don't know, every now and then you'll get a few knuckleheads on Vatsim, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright, left and right buses on AP. We'll go ahead and open up that bleed and open up our cross bleed both sides. There's number 1, there's number 2. Let's see, seatbelt signs off. Let's see, forward nav pumps off. And let your pumps off there. Packs. We won't completely cook them out. We'll leave that on for. We'll go
Ground 359 from KBOS.
Through there. I'll call up the gate here.
Runway 22 right, taxi via Echo Bravo November, cross runway 1.
My goodness! Oh my gosh, y'all! What an adventure! This is probably.
This is where we got Echo Bravo November.
Fourth time going to Boston in like a year's period. I don't go up here often, but when I do, that's good. But yeah, very very good crew up here on Vatsim. I just wish.
Chinook 811.
Chinook 811.
My frames weren't as bad as they are for you guys. Like I said, it was weird. Like yesterday I flew this thing and it was butter.
Say again.
I don't know. That's pretty cool. We got JetBlue over there. I mean, it's just busy, so I can. I get it. I definitely get it.
Operate with that.
It is busy. I got just logged off there. All right, y'all. I'm not even gonna bore you guys with the GSX experience. But anywho, y'all, once again, I appreciate it. Let me shut up that then, because talk with you guys for a minute. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys swinging by. I really do. Once again, it's crazy. 200 subs already. It's. Yeah, I don't know. It's just probably not big to some. It's like, 200, but yeah, it's a pretty big milestone. So once again, really do appreciate you guys' support. At some point, I'm gonna try to schedule a giveaway. Not sure if it's gonna be X-Plane or P3D related yet. If you guys have any ideas, whatever, let me know in the Discord, which is in the description. Yeah, but yeah, so I mean, all in all, really decent. Really, I don't know. It was a decent trip. Like I said, the frames kind of took me off guard, but then again, I've had True Sky on. I'm not sure if that had something to do with it or what, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But anyway. I'm out of here, guys. Once again, really do appreciate it. I know it's Tuesday. Hang in there, y'all. We're almost there. And y'all stay safe. Be careful. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. I don't know, but yeah, guys, be safe, and we'll see you on the next stream. Y'all take care. Bye.